Hi guys, I'm out and about, and around me everywhere is kids. I see kids everywhere, right? So it prompted me to start this video. As you know, we have been hearing a lot about Miss Meeks case, the Ramika Meeks Blackman case, and we have seen this thing go up, down, round, round, and side to side. And I, you've heard me say before about perception bias and things of that nature, all that, but outside of that, I don't really want to speak to the case at all. What I do want to speak to is the back and forth and nonsense of it all, where we have a young lady that has lost her life, and we all are entangled into our feelings and not taking any consideration for her mother, her son, and any other siblings and loved ones that she may have. I mean, we're hearing so many conspiracy theories, what ifs, maybes, and should ups, right? And I just think it's so unfair. Um, I just find it a little insensitive for everybody to say justice for Ramika and not understand that with justice comes a lot of other things, right? And I don't want to get all into that, but we also need to understand justice for Ramika, to satisfy your own self-egos or to be right about anything, should not come at the cost of peace for the family, because this family deserves peace, guys. I saw a video early on when the sister was pleading to just not share her sister's picture laying on the ground, right? We all saw it. And that makes me think about how the older people will say God has a sense of humor. They say be specific in what you ask for with God and things of that nature. And I just wish that at that moment, had she known, just be specific into not just saying, hey, don't share my sister's picture, but look, don't start none of your mess, no conspiracy theories, stick to the truth, you know. And I know, I'm just saying that, but I know, of course, that wasn't on her mind. But I'm saying, by golly, I wish it would have been. Because this is foolishness at its finest. We are not being compassionate only for our own self-gratification, guys. And nobody can understand. Yeah, we want justice. We want justice if justice is due. By all means, let's get it done. But at what cost? I don't think her son, her mother, and other siblings deserve any of this foolishness that has been put out here on this internet. They don't deserve it, guys. It's crazy. It is just crazy. They cannot even grieve in peace. I heard Miss Tina say she wants justice. She didn't want y'all foolishness. She didn't want that. Because that's what y'all turning this into. And this thing with the differences of opinions, they're opinions. Why are we beating somebody else up for their opinion? Because at the end of the day, guys, listen, somebody's going to be right and somebody's going to be wrong, right? We know that.
Yeah, but also that too.
One is going to be right, one is going to be wrong. But does that matter? I mean, really? Does it matter? Because at the end of the day, this baby lost her life. And for whatever the reason was, hows and whys, it's not going to tuck little baby Los in at night. None of your reasons is going to tuck him in at night, okay? None of them. None of your reasons is going to replace Miss Tina's phone calls that she probably loaning and designed for, to have in our hearts compassion, peace, love, and understanding to go along with that justice. because y'all out here beating each other up, saying the worst of the worst. Some of these people I've seen have rocked out with each other. I'm amazed at how some people that I hear saying that you shouldn't have did this and you should have done that. And it's so contradictory when I've heard some people say the very same things. I gotta keep it 100 with y'all. So, we gotta get to a point where we know and understand how to check our own self. Read the room, understand why you're saying what you're saying, when you're saying what you're saying it for. Because at this point, it don't make any sense at all. To the content creators, I don't even care about you making money, not making money. None of that don't matter to me, right? What matters is I'm asking y'all, learn how to edit our thoughts, right? Let's edit our thoughts. Let's put some filters on our lips. Because, they deserve them right about now. So at this point, what I say, we need to edit our thoughts, put some filters on our lip. What else would we be doing as content creators? Y'all know all the stuff. We need to think about that, right? Everybody trying to go live. Why they trying to live? They trying to live while y'all going live. They don't deserve that. They don't deserve that. And honestly, y'all don't deserve to do it to yourselves or each other. You know? Because like I've said so many times before, none of us know. We don't know. I want y'all to think about that baby first and foremost. That was the whole reason for me even hitting the play button. Think about the baby. Because while y'all busy going live, editing, putting up thumbnails and quotes, slogans, and everything else, little Los is going to hit replay one day. He going to hit replay one day. And it's going to fall down his timeline. And we need to consider that. I understand that everybody want answers. Everybody want to be compassionate and all of that. I get it. I get it. God knows in heaven, I get it. But we got to think about at what cost? What are we doing? And why? For what? And somebody could be wrong as two left shoes, but it don't make nobody else more right because somebody else more wrong because nobody knows. Nobody knows. I heard D-Ham say something the other day. He was upset when he said it, but gosh, y'all, it made so much sense. Somebody came into his chat and was like, look, this, and the third happened. And D-Ham said, well, I'm glad you figured it out. Go down there and tell the Chicago Police Department, since you already know. And I kind of chuckled a little bit, y'all, but listen, that's the truth. Since you know so much, you done figured it all out, go tell the CPD. Better yet, put in the application. Help them out. Because it seems like they need it. You go down there, fill out the application for the CPD, and give it to them, and let them hire you, and then you teach them how to do content creation. Y'all switch roles or something for a little bit. How about that? We need to stick to the script, guys. Stay in your lane. Report what you know. Report what you know. And when I say report what you know, I mean facts, guys. Come on, we can't do this. That baby don't deserve it. God knows in heaven, he don't deserve it. I've been working on a video for Lil Los for about 10 days now. And I didn't put it out. I did not put it out because what I was trying to demonstrate was just his pictures everywhere. I had 60 pictures of this baby just playing back to back to back. And I wanted you guys to look at him. I didn't want you to see his mother. I didn't want y'all to see the position that his mother was left in. Any of that. I wanted y'all to look at that baby. And I had pictures His birth picture, I saw a birth picture where his dad was holding him, all the way up to some very recent pictures, like his birthday that he just had, right? All the way up to that. And I want y'all to look at that baby. Think about him. You know, think about the baby. What we doing? He's 7 now, but he gonna hear it again. He gonna hear it again. And let people make their own decisions. And the only way that you are rightfully doing that is when you only present the facts. And if we don't have no facts, yeah, you could talk about it, you know, how you feel or any of that, but some of this stuff is just far-fetched. And it's gotten so far-fetched that lines are being drawn in the sand. Subs are being made, throwing shade, some catching it, some not catching it. Like, it's just everywhere. And at the end of the day, I'm going to say, does Lil Los deserve that, y'all? Do it? I don't think he did. I don't think he deserved it. Him nor his mother. Now, I keep saying him or his mother, and I don't want to slight any of the other family members and siblings, but those are two people that I know, you know, that I know would be close and near and dear. And I don't know the logistics to the other family. Like, I don't know who's who and where, so I don't want to be throwing names out or any of that. But one thing I do know is that Miss Tina is her mother, and Lil Los is her son. Y'all, please think about them. Please. Think about them. Please. Justice should not come at this kind of price. I understand I don't have a dog in the fight. I just, you know, just little things. People just say anything. They're presented like facts. And I don't know, maybe they just assume that the family don't hear it. I don't know. Just like me, right? When I hear the word fact, F-A-C-T, facts are findings associated or findings analyzed carefully through scrutiny or substantiation. Yeah, so those are facts, right? You have the findings, you know what the situation is, right? And they got analyzed. That means they went through them back and forth, you know, or they were associated with a certain thing. That's the A in it, right? See, carefully, facts and findings carefully, thoroughly scrutinized or substantiated. To me, those are facts, right? They have substance, they have meaning, they are tangible. The word fact, it means a deed, right? Or something that was done. So that's where facts come from. I'm gonna have to find out what that root word. I want to say a factum or a do. You know, I'm gonna leave it alone. But listen, guys, we gotta remember some stuff. This family, and they have feelings. We gotta remember that we out here hitting this live button, and this family's still trying to live. They're trying to live. Like I said before, we need to see if we can't figure out how to edit our thoughts. Let's crop our lips, you know? Sound biting, the sound bite for prayers. You know, turn them sound bites into prayers, filtering our imagination so it don't get too far-fetched. And way out of the way. What else we got going? Moderating. Yeah, see, I'm trying to use things that would help a content creator know and understand. Things that they can relate to, like being a mod or a moderator. Let's mod our own mentality, right? Little Los, he 7? He just turned 7, right? But one day he is gonna hit that replay button, guys. He gonna hit that replay button, and I'm about to ask: are you gonna be proud of what he sees when it come down your timeline? Or if you come down his timeline, should I say, you know? Are you going to be proud? Or are you going to come to the realization that you have been trolling their family when they hit one of the lowest points of their life? So, you know, those are things we have to think about. We gotta think about this kind of stuff, y'all. This is real life. Now, we gotta remember Miss McMillan and Lil Los, they not running around here striking nobody's pages, right? They ain't doing that. They're not content creators. So they're not striking nobody's page for mishandling their information or sharing their pictures and, all this other stuff. They busy trying to deal with their tragic situation, right? That's what they're trying to deal with. And we'll be moved on to the next big story while they still trying to wrap their head and hands around what they're actually dealing with. We going on to the next story. Yeah. But you tell you what, life has a way, baby. Life will hand you your own ass back to you. Put it right in your hands. It will. Life will hand you your own ass back. And then guess what? Life gonna say to you, fair use. Fair use. That's come in the form of karma, So at this point, guys, we should just be using our sense that God gave us and not trying to do the AdSense. And the content creators who watch this, they're going to know what I'm talking about when I say AdSense. So let's use our own common sense that God gave us. Some are going to agree with what I had to say. Some are not. Listen, I got it off my chest. And I'm okay with that. I learned a long, long time ago that being smart and having knowledge is cool, right? But, that's always a but, right? Smart and cool, having knowledge, that's cool. But knowing when and how to use it is wisdom. That's wisdom. Ain't about what you know. It's about who you're saying it to, how you're saying it, why you're saying it. That's wisdom. So, Miss Tina, if you ever come across this little video that I made, just please know that it was done from a genuine place with respect for you and Baby Los. I want you to remember this, that when the dust begins to settle and people begin to move on, you'll find in the book of Psalms, it'll let you know that God is our refuge. He's our refuge and our strength and a very present help in the time of trouble. He'll be a constant sounding peace for you and an unshakable present force for you. Okay.